guys, it's Frankie and welcome back to Jekyll and Hyde. So, we had a bit of a problem. I didn't have enough money, so I had to view a bunch of ads. For like 2 days, I've been viewing like the daily rewards thing, because you can't just keep viewing ads as much as you like, which sucks. So, oh, Mr. Ederson, you have something to say? Something has arrived. I'll check it out. Hang on, before we do anything. What was it? No, that wasn't it. How do I go back? Go back. I'm gonna put you right where the money is. I forgot how to play. Was it the London map? No. Review? No. I forgot how things work in this universe. I can't recall. Alright, let's just check out the thingy with stuff. Oh wait, now I remember. Was it disturbance or Dr. Jekyll's will? You can go to this case after you've watched the ending. Alright, this is the one that I did that I couldn't do earlier. There we go. What is he doing here? How unpleasant. He's ugly. I get it. Let me just bump into you just for a little bit. Comparing me to the ghost. You want to see the worst. Can I talk to you? I forgot if I can talk to you. I haven't played this game in like a while. All I've been doing is like just viewing ads nonstop. Oh, she's crying. Reveal yourself, evil spirit. Okay. Here we are. Purchase. Yes, purchase. I smile just thinking about it. I haven't seen you around. Welcome. What can I get for you? Bartender, give me your finest drink. What do you mean by our finest drink? I don't know. Perhaps a 50-year-old French wine, at least something befitting a gentleman of my breeding. French wine? We don't have any of that. We have cocktails, brandy, absinthe. That's a holy hell of things. And how about our best ale? Ha! As expected. I knew I wouldn't find a drink fit for a gentleman in this squalid pub. What? You've got too much time on your hands if you're coming in here to stir up trouble. Stop causing a disturbance and interrupting my business. And get lost before I call the police. A disturbance? Would you like to see a true disturbance? What are you talking about? Get out. Do you want me to leave now? That's a shame. Oh, jeez. What do I do? I like how it's giving me instructions just to wreck shit up. Cowards! Are you too scared to do anything to me? Oh, that looks breakable. What looks breakable? This looks breakable? You underestimate me, didn't you? Answer me! The barrel. Ha! Look, how long are you going to stand there shaking? I can bring this place down around your ears if you wish. Can you still not treat a gentleman with the proper respect? I'm sorry, I apologize, sir. It's all my fault. Good. You should have known better from the beginning. Wait, I apologized. Consider this my gift to you, an object lesson in how to treat a gentleman. I suggest that you not follow me, but you won't, will you? You're all busy. Bye. Make me something better next time. If not, you'll taste something more bitter than your cheap gin. I'm not gonna do that laugh. Alright. Okay, now we're back to Mr. Utterson's mansion. Now we can look what the hell that they just dropped off of my thing. Something's arrived. Let's check it out. Is it the newspaper? This one? Yes, purchase the said case. Oh wait. Let's purchase it with this. Meeting that man might solve all the mysteries. Ever since that day, I read the newspaper more carefully, even though London had been peaceful for the past few days. Even news about little incidents makes me nervous. Look at this article in the corner. An unpleasant man caused a disturbance at a pub. Threatened. Oh my, this is definitely Mr. Hyde. I'm worried about Jekyll. I can't just stay still. I wonder if Jekyll knows about this. I'll have to investigate Mr. Hyde by myself. You can move to another area. Yeah, I know. New area is now open. The case has been loaded about Mr. Hyde. I should ask the people on Soho Street. Let's go to Soho Street then. Look through the text files to read the conversations from past. Okay. I should ask the people nearby. It hurts. That man has to be locked away for good. Sir, please calm down. Can you describe the culprit to me? He looked horrifying and he had a fancy black cane. A cane? Did he do this to you with that cane? Yes. He kept hitting me until I lost consciousness. I saw him head towards the river right before I passed out. The river Thames. Thames? Thames. I'm gonna go with Thames. Is the only river nearby. He's caused a disturbance everywhere. Sir, don't take me. Excuse me, have you met a man named Hyde? I have, but I don't remember well. Where did I see him? At the pub or a restaurant nearby? Please try to remember. Where was it? I might remember. Take me to the pub. Maybe after having some gin or ale. Lots of people there. Understood. Cough, cough, London. Air is really bad. Okay. The child is screaming. I feel a disturbance in the force. Did something happen? What happened? Pedestrian man. Is there any more here? Now let me just check out like the little corners. Oh, I can't go there. Okay. London map. Let's go to the river. This is creepy. He's sleeping while he's fishing. Excuse me, may I ask you something? Pardon me? Oh, if I may ask, I'd like to ask you some questions. Oh, I was dozing off. Certainly, I will answer them if I can. Were you here at dawn? Yes, the moon was right and there was a lot of fish, so I've been sitting here all night. I'm staying here for the rest of the day as well, just in case. Then did you see a strange man pass by here at dawn? No, I saw a horrifying man pass by. He disappeared into the Cavendish Square, cursing and swearing. Our eyes met by accident when I turned my head to look at him. It was a face that I wish I'd never seen again. I see. Thank you. If you meet him again, just run away. His eyes weren't that of a man. 'Cause that's what you do. The square, what happened? Seems I must have to go Cavendish Square. Can I talk to you again? Wait, can I talk to you again? Dot. Okay. Is it just dot? Is that all you're saying? Momo's a strange old man. I'll just go. Heck! You're looking for him. Finally looking back. You're looking for him. You are looking for him, right? Have you seen him? You wandered into the dark and killed many women. Women? What are you talking about? What? Who are you talking about? Aren't you looking for Jack the Ripper? Jack the Ripper? I'm looking for a man named Mr. Hyde. Well, I guess I was wrong. Get lost. Okay. I think I should just go. No, we're not done yet. Looks like I can't go anywhere near there. Okay. Seems like we've reached the end of the map. So, Cavendish Square. I usually don't go to pubs. Peddler. But it smells nice. But I don't want to eat on the street. May I ask you a question? What is it? Have you seen a horrifying man who goes by the name of Mr. Hyde? I'm not sure. Have you tried reporting him to the police? Are you a private detective or something? No, I'm a fool to ask such a stupid question. Every Londoner knows it, right? I'm not sure if the police can help. Do you know what I think about the police? You think they invade your personal freedom? Oh, yes. They just stand around and do nothing much, and I can't say anything when I'm outside. So you think it's a waste of taxes? Yes, exactly. However, much money the police have, crime has always remained the same. I understand. Goodbye. A tot? A toth? A THOT? I haven't contacted my cousin in a long time. Frederick Barn, actor, dies on stage. Find out the cause of death. We have the complete works of Dickens in hardcovers. First ones in London. I suggest you read Oliver Twist, A Christmas Carol, and Nicholas Nickleby. I read Oliver Twist and A Christmas Carol during Christmas because I wanted to be like festive. I don't really read novels. You suck, Mr. Utterson. Though, of course, I know who Charles Dickens is. Well, how about reading them now? That is all right. I prefer not to read any fanciful fiction. Anyways, recent novels have all been about ghosts and phantoms. Dickens just wrote stories about the same, didn't he? Not so. Dickens also write social commentaries and satires. I don't know why I gave you this voice, but alright. I'm sorry. Perhaps I will buy and read them another time. There are plenty of new novels to read. Yes, there is. Wait, what's your name? Bookstore clerk? Yes, there is. Wait a minute. You need the password to set by the owner to get in. A password? I don't know the details, but the owner said so. I'm getting paid to stop people from entering without the password, so go somewhere else if you don't know it. Well, I don't know the password, but my friend does. Your friend? Who? My friend, they owns the linen shop in the alley. Hey, be quiet over there. You forgot the password and you've been loitering out here for hours. Linen shop, I think it was in the alley. Mr. Einfeld and I often walk by. A linen shop, I don't think it's in Cavendish Square. Have you met a man named Hyde? Mr. Hyde, you think a drunkard like myself knows him? Why are you bothering me? I'm sorry, I was just wondering. Country becomes wealthier with the cost of goods and alcohol keeps going up. I'm sorry. The society seems to be made up of extremes. Some lunatics and mass nobilities rule the world. Science flourishes once, and the religion takes its place. Humans all look alike in the society. Okay. Excuse me, have you seen or do you know the name a man named Mr. Hyde? Mr. Hyde? I've never heard that name before. I work late each night, so I usually don't get to see anyone. Today's my day off and I'm on my way to the pub. Please let me know if you see a man at the pub. Oh, of course. What does he look like? I'm not sure, but I heard he is an unpleasant and horrifying looking. Horrifying? Is he sick? My colleagues and I get sick all the time, and we have neither the time nor the money to go to the hospital. Oh, I'm sorry. Find that man, Mr. Hyde. Excuse me. Would you like a restorative draught? No, I'm good, thank you. But I'm looking for a man named Mr. Hyde. It's a mysterious elixir that was made from bones of 5,000-year-old Egyptian mummy. Ancient Egyptian magic will. But if you don't know, then I must get going. Right, let's go with the lady first. Ladies first? Can I ask you something? Yes, of course. Have you seen or heard of a man named Mr. Hyde? Mr. Hyde? I think I've heard that name somewhere. I'm sorry, sir. I don't remember. Oh no, the water should be boiling. I must finish my master's errand, sir. I'm sorry I couldn't be more help. It's alright. Be careful. Police. Ooh, what's that? What are these flyers? If there's anything about Mr. Hyde. They're just leaflets. Can I talk to you? Nope. This is a big map. Can I zoom out? No, I cannot. Horseman. Can I go to the corners? No, I can't. No, I can't. Is that an opera poster? Oh, yeah. It's this poster's advertising a play or an opera. Phantom of the Opera. I knew it. Phantom of the Opera and the Secret of the Theatre. How absurd. I haven't been to the theatre over 20 years, so there hasn't been anything that caught my attention. An acting troupe from France. That doesn't sound interesting. That does sound interesting. Is there anything in the corners? I'm just checking. Making sure I didn't miss anything. Doesn't seem like it. Alright, data files. The first clue. Article about Mr. Hyde. Last night, a scandalous incident took place in London. An unidentifiable man of horrifying appearance has been spotted wandering all around the city. This man attacked people near Soho and threatened his passerby with his cane. The next part is filled with nonsense. Mr. Hyde carried an expensive cane which he used to beat up a pedestrian before disappearing to the street near the river. Mr. Hyde seemed to be in a bad mood in the early morning and disappeared into Cavendish Square while swearing. Kidoki. Mr. Hyde destroyed the pub bar and dished with his cane. Mr. Hyde destroyed objects and threatened the people at the pub. He believes that humans have more than one ego. Someone has conducted a very important experiment. The man trampled over a little girl as if he were nothing. The owner of the check is one of Mr. Utterson's friends. He seemed to have been threatened. That man's name is Mr. Hyde. Mr. Hyde destroyed objects in the alley during the night. Mr. Hyde was about to run away after trampling a little girl but was caught by Mr. Einfeld. Mr. Hyde is confident, which implies the check is real. Dr. Jekyll wrote a will saying that he would leave all his possessions to Edward Hyde if he were to die. Okay. Let's get a profile. Gabriel Utterson, a lawyer in his 50s. Oh, he's a lawyer who lives in London. He likes to contemplate life by the fireplace. Mr. Utterson is strict with himself. He only drinks wine when he is in company and limits himself to the occasional glass of gin when he is alone. Mr. Utterson does not trust uncertain things unless he has no choice other than to place his hopes in them. Mr. Utterson likes plays. However, he hasn't been to the theater in 20 years because he believes it is too frivolous and dissolute for a man of his standing. Okay. Gin. Gin is made with rye and scented with juniper berries. The alcohol tax was high in Great Britain, so gin was popular since it could be made on the cheap and low-quality grains. It was especially loved by the poor and because it was relatively cheaper than other drinks. Superstition. A variety of literary works which dealt with the odd phenomenon, mysterious magic, and phantom stories were very popular until the beginning of the 20th century. During the Victorian era, various spices were introduced with the exploitation of colonies and improvements made in transportation. In those days, who could afford it used a lot of spices in their food. Alright. Jack the Ripper. Jack the Ripper is a serial killer of the late Victorian era. Oh, it's just, talking about stuff that we already talked about with people. Notorious for the brutal killings of several prostitutes. The tombs of the pharaohs had long been targeted by tomb robbers, but after Egypt became a British protectorate, academics and archaeologists began excavating the tombs and bringing the mummies back to Europe. The greatest characteristics of the Victorian era is the duality. With the ongoing industrial revolution, both prosperity and poverty emerged in the religion. In religion, there were refutations that attacked on faith, but the Great Awakening occurred at the same time. In politics, personal freedom was discussed, and yet the power of the government increased, and people committed all kinds of immoral acts behind their mask of propriety and respectability. Flyer advancements made in printing technology in the Victorian era led to cheaper and more accessible printing for everyone, and flyers commonly printed out on the new technology were advertisements for the products, events, and sales. Middle class households typically employ one of the more servants who help with the cook and housework, while upper class households employ multiple servants. Servants receive room and board or expect to work hard in return for very little pay. Servants were organized into a hierarchy with a butler, housekeeper, and head cook holding the highest position. Crime was rife in London, and in response, the Metropolitan Police Act in 1829 was passed in order to establish the Metropolitan Police. Initially, the police were not trusted, and many people were afraid that they would invade their freedom. As the number of police officers increased, it became easier to investigate crimes and maintain order, which also improved the introduction of the National Crime Recording Standard of 1869. As more crimes were investigated and order was maintained, the police gained the trust of populace. Most workers of the Victorian era worked long hours and lived in poverty. A combination of unsafe work practices, poor diet, and disease meant that their average life expectancy was very low. A combination of long hours, poor working conditions, and low pay led to rise in labor unrest and trade unionism, as workers and their representatives advocated for better working condition pay. What is that? British people unlock when obtaining the following London files: servants, worker reality, British upper class, and British women. Okay. I'm not done yet, right? Okay. Give me your finest drink. Search for Mr. Hyde. Okay. So this is like how I'll be able to figure it out. But anyways, I am almost out of time. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.